Mic check. 1, 2. Is this on?
Amplify.
Great awakening, and welcome to the Dopest, a fed on YouTube, with your host, Vic Vega.
Welcome in, everybody. My name is Vic Vega, and this is another edition of Whoop Ass Wednesday, where tonight in our main event, we got us a good old triple threat tag team title match as the Misfits take on Unique Threads and the Funky OGs in defense of those coveted Midwest tag team titles. And while we're on the subject of tag teams, the two bad nurses go up against our frequency women's champions Violet Storms as Malpractice and Violet Storms duke it out. And to kick it off, we have one of our newly crowned champions in action as we kick off tonight's festivities, and by my calculations, that matchup begins right about now. All right, y'all, matchup number one underway here in Kansas City. Let's get it.
The following is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Extreme Alliance Zone Men's Champion, Alley Cat.
Yeah, Alley Cat, our brand new Manhood champion, and if you want to see how he got that title that he is rocking, go back to Chaos Confined, and big ups to everyone that has viewed said live stream, as it has eclipsed our previous live stream in views. And thank you for supporting Vic Vega's Game Station.
And his opponent from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 279 pounds, the Hunter, Tyson Watts.
Yeah, Tyson Watts in the building here in Kansas City, coming in at 25-18, and in his last outing, he was defeated by former champion T-Ron Lovelady in a one-on-one bout. Former Manhood champion, and remember, since Tyson Watts is going head-to-head with Alley Cat, this is a beat my champ challenge. If Tyson can pull this one out, he will go up against Alley Cat in a championship bout in the near future. Hopefully, we will have a date on our next Vega card, and that will be one match that will be included in said Vega card. The month of February is so short that we might have to get our month ender in on the very last day of this month, as Alley with a Kaiva Okoye to Tyson, who hops back up. And a side kick by Alley Cat as he goes for the cover, only a 1 count. As Tyson looks like he's about to assert some offense of his own by slinging Alley to the middle of the ring, setting him up for a gigantic body splash on the champion. Falls count anywhere, a.k.a. no holds barred matchup here in matchup number 1. And it looks like Alley's trying to take this one to the streets as Watts hits the floor, but he hops right back up and into a go-to sleep by Alley Cat. And Alley taking command as this one is spilled out of the confines of the ring, and he goes for another pinfall attempt on Tyson Watts. A 1 count as this one ensues. And stick around for our main event as we will have us a good old tag team championship matchup. The Misfits, Unique Threads, the Funky OGs. It's going down in K-Town. Giant powerbomb by Tyson Watts, who has flipped the script and is getting it in on Alley. And Tyson going underneath the apron, but Alley foils the attempt of Tyson to use a kendo stick. And a takeover by Alley Cat. And on a Tyson Watts with knuckles to the face. As it looks like Alley, hold up a second, he misses with a knee. And Tyson Watts with the shoulder block goes for the pinfall. Only a 1 count, dead even. 2-1 counts between the both of them, as this contest seems to be straight up even at this point. Tyson Watts with a kick to the midsection, setting Alley up for an inverted power slam. And now what is Tyson Watts setting up Alley for? A gigantic spinning powerbomb. And goes for a pinfall attempt on Alley Cat. And just like that, party people, in matchup number 1, Tyson Watts over the champion Alley Cat.
Here is your winner, the Hunter, Tyson Watts.
And as stated before, he solidifies himself a matchup with Alley Cat for the Manhood Championship. Hopefully it will go down at Fixation February, our month-ending Vega card for February. Stick around, folks, when we have in our next contest, Nurse Red going up against Shark Girl D here on your Whoop-Ass Wednesday. All right, y'all, we getting ready for matchup number 2 for you. And do your boy a solid if you are just chiming in on this one. Get the engagement up, hit the like, share, and sub button. And as always, engage in the poll questions that are running throughout this live stream. Matchup number 2 about to be underway. And here it is, party people. Nurse Red going up against Shark Girl D. And Nurse Red comes out, and her homegirls will be in our next matchup.
The foe is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from the pits of hell. News Rage!
She has a dominating record coming out at 6-1 in singles competition. But last month she fell to Ouija board. And Ouija added 1 to her win streak. Can Nurse Red bounce back here tonight and put another one in the win column for herself? And did I forget to mention that she is our #1 contender for the Frequency Women's Championship, and that is another matchup that will be going down at our next Vega card at the end of the month of February. As stated before, I'll have information on that next week for you. Trust.
And from Jersey City, New Jersey, Shark Girl.
Yeah, I like to brag about this one as she was one of our first requests ever to be made on this channel, coming in at 13-9. Former Sirens Women's Champion and the longest to boot. Speaking of to boot, she gave a boot her last time out in competition to Fendi and sealed the victory and added 1 to her win total. 2 of our most dominating divas on display here in matchup number 2 for you. I can't wait to get this one underway, because it's going to be for your money, as we say. Side Russian leg sweep by Shark Girl D, who comes out on Nurse Red in the dominant position and breaking Nurse Red down to her very last molecule. Nurse Red most noted for her tag team and 3 Divas tag team action, as she is one of the longest reigning co-champions for our Frequency Women's Tag Team belts and the Fighting Furies Championship, and she's showing you why, as she has turned the page and the momentum meter has flipped in her favor. And she's absolutely bringing a business to Shark Girl D at the current. Moonsault on to Shark Girl D, who kips up and flips it back into her favor. As these 2 knee separation, but Shark Girl D up and over onto Nurse Red. And this is not a false count anywhere matchup like matchup number 1. You have to pin your opponent inside of the confines of the square circle. Shark Girl D has Nurse Red a tad bit woozy and is the fireman's carry position discus punch. And the ref is up to almost a 4 count. Almost got it in. Shark Girl D off the middle rope, excuse me. I get a little bit tongue-tied when these divas go toe-to-toe like this, as she goes for a pinfall attempt on Nurse Red. Only a 1 count. And I'm glad I didn't want this one over this fast, because these 2 are absolutely kicking each other's ass. Me no questions, and I'll tell you no lies. Back outside of the ring we go one more again, and Shark Girl D is going to get her wings as if she's been drinking Red Bull and comes down on the head of Nurse Red. And we're up to a 2 count as Shark Girl D working on the hamstrings of Nurse Red, trying to nullify those devastating moonsaults that she performs. Salida del Sol by Nurse Red, who is back in control, and whips Shark Girl D into the steel steps. And we are up to a 6 count. Will Nurse Red win this one via count out, or will Shark Girl D get up in time and get back into the fold? 8 count, and the ladies lock back up. Whatever Nurse Red had planned for Shark Girl D, it didn't go down. And now Shark Girl D setting her up for the deep 6 and goes for the cover. And just like that, party people, it's a wrap in matchup number 2. Shark Girl D with an impressive victory over Nurse Red. One hell of a contest, wouldn't you agree? As Kansas City has something to cheer about instead of being in bad spirits after that lousy Super Bowl from the Chiefs. The Chiefs lost and I'm peaced off, in the words of my homie Shark Girl D. Or should I say Nurse Red hanging out afterwards. And hold on a second, a visit from Jay Quinn. What in the HE double hockey sticks is this about? I guess it's about them being contenders for the Frequency Women's Championship. Anyhow, matchup number 3, we have tag team action as Nurse Red's homegirls Malpractice goes up against Violent Storms. All for you next here on Yo Whoop Ass Wednesday. All right, y'all, we getting ready and we getting set for matchup number 3. The 2 of the 3 bad nurses going up against the Frequency Women's Champs, Violent Storms. And do us all a favor and engage with us. And as always, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And speaking of our champs, it looks like the match has kicked off. Before we get into it, Cletus, flip us to the action, my man. Talking about getting a party started all right. This one has kicked off with a bang. And we haven't even had the bell ring. Up there it goes. And we are into battle. Rosetta with a big slam on Violet Winners. And the ref is already up to counting. And we don't know who the legal ones are in this contest. I guess it's Nurse Red and Violet. As Violet finally enters the ring and gets it on with Nurse Rosetta. With a nice takedown and a headlock submission. But Rosetta's strength muscles her up out of that. But to no avail as Violet stays on her. And a moonsault on to Rosetta. Well, it looks like Rosetta has turned tides quickly. As she straight up woman wops Violet and goes for a pinfall, 2 count only. Pre-match beatdown almost worked. As Violet looks like she really needs to make a tag to Snowstorms. And Rosetta wisely keeps her away from her partner safety. But Violet wakes up long enough to get the tag. 2 snowstorms on the downtrodden Rosetta, who is now outside of the ring. And Snowstorms goes to both of her competitors and gives them a fist full of fury. As she has immobilized Vudessa, but Rosetta is right there to hit her with a DDT, and the count goes on by our referee. These 2 bad nurses are in a foul mood tonight, as the leader of their crew fell flat. 2 short girl D, and they don't want to come out in this one with a double loss for the team. And the ref is up to a 7, almost 8 count. There we go. And Rosetta wreaking havoc on both members of Violet Storms and tags in Vudessa. And Snowstorm comes in to feel the wrath of the Voodoo Priestess, Vudessa. And Vudessa back to the corner and tags in Rosetta. And now it's the strength of Rosetta against the speed of Snowstorms. And I can certainly say that strength is prevailing in this one at the current. Sidewalk slam by Rosetta, and now Snowstorms looking up at the rafters. And the bad nurse goes to work on the lower extremities of Snowstorm, tagging back in Vudessa to bring the pain once more to Snowstorms. Our champions have been caught off guard and haven't had a response, but as soon as I yap my trap, a reversal by Snowstorms on Vudessa. And now she gets herself some distance to tag in Violet Winters, who comes in and immediately gets busy on Vudessa. Is this one gonna spill back to the outside and get very nasty? Or are we gonna stay on the inside? No! Vudessa from the apron on to the floor as Violet goes to the corner and gives Rosetta a rope-assisted DDT. Check it. We get ready to go to a non-commercial break, and we will be back with the conclusion of Malpractice, going up against Violet Storm's Hero Whoop-Ass Wednesday.
This is Maddie Chatterbox encouraging you to hit the like man. They're only free $99. So once again, hit the like button to help our channel grow.
As we get back into action, it seems that Violet has turned the tide on Rosetta. And we are back with this high impact matchup here in the mid-card of Whoop-Ass Wednesday. And once again, the Beat My Champions Challenge is in effect. If the 2 bad nurses get them a victory in this one, they will be set up with a future tag team title match against the champs. As the 2 bad nurses are working well in tandem as usual. Vudessa with the cover. Almost got Violet up out of here, but Violet has enough fortitude to kick out. And we continue on with the bout. A nice whip into the enemy's corner. And Violet breaks her way out of whatever Vudessa has in mind. Excuse me, tongue-tied at the moment. These 2 teams going to war, literally, here tonight. Violet performing a bit of her own brand of surgery on Vudessa, the voodoo priestess of Malpractice. And she tags in the speedy offense of Snowstorms, who immediately goes for the sharpshooter on Vudessa. Will she tap? Vudessa wisely works her way out of that excruciating hold to whip Snowstorms into the ropes and catch her with a power bomb. These two looking like they want to beat the champs down and eventually go into a title match with these two, as they have stayed on them since the onslaught of this phenomenal matchup between the two teams. And yes, you got a best in the business on our brand performing right now, as Snowstorms and Violet are two-time champs, and the team of Rosetta and Vudessa have yet to hold tag team gold. Although they were co-champions when we were running the Fighting Furies Trios belt, they have yet to reach the reigns in the tag team title division. Nice breakup by Vudessa. And Violet goes outside of the ring and right back in. Don't know what the AI was thinking, as Violet went for a moonsault and didn't have the distance on that one. And now she's paying for it, as Rosetta hits her with a nice vertical suplex and starts to amp up the crowd here in Kansas City. As she takes Violet down one more again, and Vudessa is tagged back into the fold. Now Vudessa with the arm lock half cav-8 suplex. Tossing Violet halfway across the ring and now beating her down with stomps to the arm. Hold on, a reversal of the Irish whip. Going into something but Vudessa, setting Violet up. Pump handle position and now a power slam as Vudessa goes forward and gets a drop kick in the face by Snowstorms to break up the pin. And now Vudessa lying in wait to hit Violet with a choke slam powerbomb. Almost put her out again. But the fortitude of Violet shining through. Will she have enough to finish this matchup, or will Vudessa put her out to pasture? And it looks like a second dose with the voodoo slam as she goes for the ender. And just like that in matchup number 3, party people, Malpractice over. Violet Storm falling to the two bad nurses here in matchup number 3. And stay tuned as we march our way into our main event. But first, we have Omar Amadi taking on Quincy Kareem next on Whoop Ass Wednesday.
Are you ready to step into the ring and make your mark in digital wrestling? Don't miss this opportunity to be part of something big, something groundbreaking. Join us on this thrilling journey where every match is a step closer to your dreams. Are you ready to accept the challenge? Then step up, sign up, and show the world what you're made of. Sign up now at KCSA.com/roster spots. The spotlight awaits. Once again, that's KCSA.com/roster Zone.com/roster spots.
Big Vega here, and in case you didn't know, 2025 is here. So, this is a friendly reminder to ask you to check the community tab, because I will be dropping links to unaired content in an effort to reward all of our subscribers, aka subscriber-based content only for the faithful that are subscribed to this channel. Once again, periodically check the community tab, as we will be dropping exclusive content for our subscriber base only. Vic Vega signing off from Vic Vega's Game Station, and one more again, check the community tab. Peace. All right, y'all, due to time constraints, we're going to omit the intros and get you right into the action. Omar Amade going against Quincy Kareem here in matchup number 4. And the bell rings and we are all set to go as Quincy Kareem comes out and takes the first licks in this contest. And how we are here at this matchup. A visit from Omar Amade at 4-Star Friday last month sparked this one off, and these two have been chomping at the bit to get a piece of one another, and they are doing such at the apex of this one, as Omar for the rope, and the giant from Cambodia takes the win out of the cells of our Devil's Blood champion. As stated before in numerous live streams, our She Devils title as well as our Devil's Blood title are what we consider to be makeshift Money in the Bank briefcases. The title holder has an option to vacate the title and sign themselves a contract to enter themselves in a title match in the biggest division in each gender of our frequency digital wrestling brand. Kabaya off of the corner turnbuckle, and Omani is really making an impression here on Quincy Kareem. The champ seeming like he's a tad bit off balance. And if he loses his grip, he's got a date with destiny. That includes Omar Amadi. Hold on a second, reversal by Kareem. And a nice clothesline that takes down the giant. But Omar with a Kaiva suplex, and Quincy quickly gets up and puts him back down once again. Back and forth. Seesaw battle. Well, for the moment, Quincy Kareem is really on top in this one. At first, he started off kind of slow, and now he's in comeback mode. The leg sweep by Kareem, and he's amping up the crowd here in Kansas City. And now a chair that was introduced earlier on in the matchup, briefly used on Omar Amadi. Amadi looking like he was out of gas over in the corner, but he starts right back up and tosses Quincy Kareem onto the chair. And now I think the Cambodian Crusher is going to put it out of reach for Quincy Kareem. And we are outside of the ring ropes, where it seems all of the matchups tonight have been, or should I say a majority of the time spent in earlier matchups has been on the outside. As Almighty showing off his strength here and drops Quincy Kareem to the pavement. And once again, targeting those lungs. You can't fight if you can't breathe. As he got himself some distance, only to pick up Kareem. Hold on a second. Quincy Kareem coming back as quick as a hiccup, and Kabaya with a high knee to the head of Omar Ahmadi, and he goes to finish this one off, y'all. And like that, Quincy Kareem over the giant Cambodian crusher. Omar Ahmadi. All right, no beat the champ challenge. Victory for Omar Ahmadi in this one, huh? Check it. We getting ready and getting set for matchup number 5. It's Marcella Muraco going up against Kaiva Okoye next on Yo Whoop Ass Wednesday.
This is Real Talk Rita, and we are having a sale. Today's likes are free, so do our channel a solid and hit the like man.
Returns next week, but for the here and now in matchup number 5, Kaiva Okoye going up against Marcella Muraco. And the bell rings, and these two chicks are about to do their thing. Side Russian leg sweep by Kaiva Okoye, who draws the first offense of this contest, but Marcella coming back with a single leg lock. And Kaiva punches her way up out of that one. After this one, don't forget, we got our main event title match. Triple threat. Tag team matchup. Okoye looking impressive at the forefront of this one. Marcella getting herself a tad bit of distance to regroup and go in on the attack. Bag breaker by Marcella sends Kaiva down. And now back on to the apron. And Marcella, the devastating diva, does something dastardly to Kaiva Okoye. These two came into our roster as a part of our Rising Frequency series earlier on in 2024. And in case you've been watching, Marcella put us ahead at the challenge at Jingle Brawl Rock and won herself a title shot, and I am still contemplating which one that I will put her up for. It's either going to be the Sirens Women's Championship or it's going to be the Frequency. Who knows? I might just even run a community tab poll. So keep your eyes and ears on the community and see if that one goes down. Speaking of down, pinfall, only a 1 count Marcella's attempt in vain, and Kaiva wakes up and give her a bit of offense. But as quick as a hiccup, Marcella flips the script up and hits Kaiva with a swinging neck breaker, and now to the arms of Kaiva Okoye, which is one of her attributes, or should I say the main attribute of Kaiva Okoye, her amazing strength and her athletic prowess. It seems Marcella's putting that to a hold, and as I run my choppers, Kaiva comes back, amps up the crowd, and gets right back to business. Butterfly back suplex on Marcella Muraco. And Okoye going back to work on those arms of hers. Both ladies are what you may consider rookies, as neither one of them has had a total of 10 matches at this part of the season. Kaiva with the disarmor on Marcella Muraco. Will she tap? And in this one, no way, as she comes right back with a missile drop kick, and is now giving her display of kindness to our faithful here in the hometown of Kansas City, Kansas. She had her in the torture rack for a second, but the ring ropes forced her to drop Kaiva Okoye. And she goes back to the arms one more again of Kaiva. Neck snap by Marcella. And now she is stating with that gesture that this one is just about over. And one more time to that left arm. And that seems to be her focus. Take away the upper body strength of Okoye, and she might come out a winner. Marcella setting Kaiva up on the ropes and bouncing her off. And now going back to work, methodically picking her apart with those stomps. Well, Kaiva takes exception to that one and goes to the single leg lock on her, and now putting her in the surfboard position and stretching the back of Marcella Muraco. Might have been a great time to try to go for a pinfall, but these two continue to beat the crap out of each other. And stick around once again, I ask you, for our main event as Kaiva goes for a cover. It is a 2 count. And on with the match like it was a Biz Markie song. A pullback knee to the gut of Okoye. And Muraco with the spike to the throat of Okoye. And like that, party people, in matchup number 5, you saw the result. Marcella over Kaiva.
Here's your winner, Marcella Muraco.
Marcella here in Kansas City, Kansas, gets the job done over her fellow Rising Frequency comrade, counterpart, should I say, Kaiva Okoye. Matchup number 6, our main event, underway next on Whoop Ass Wednesday. All right, y'all ready for this? as I get this poll question together, is going to be who the heck's going to win this champs? Team number 2 or team number 3? Alright, my bad, I lied. The question is, will the champs retain, yes or no? Help us out with the engagement, baby.
The following contest is a triple threat tag team match and is for the Alliance Zone Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challenger at a combined weight of 410 pounds, Too Cool.
Yeah, Funk Master Sinister and Funk Dr. Brownstone make up the Funky OGs. And back in November of last year, this was their first matchup. Afterwards, I decided to make them into a tag team tandem. And we will see tonight if they will kick some ass at random. Coming in at 501 as you saw on the graphic.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
And at a combined weight of 478 pounds, the Thrill Seekers.
And Unique Threads coming in also at 1 win and 1 loss. Their lone victory was against a makeshift put together tandem of Hagen Brittany and Jabari Atari. But a win is a win. And tonight they about to get it in search of some tag team gold. Vandy Sky and Mitch Bade make up Unique Threads.
Combined weight of 385 pounds, the Alliance Zone Tag Team Champions, the Misfits.
Yeah, Taco Dorito and El Nemo make up the team we call the Misfits. They were also in action back in November with a tag team title defense. Check it, these guys have won 10 matchups in a row, including 5 title defenses. An impressive feat indeed. And as I asked in the poll question, will the champs retain or will they go home without their coveted Carl Valley Tag Team Championships? Vandy Sky and Simon. Funk Dr. Sinister hooking up. And El Nemo breaks up the attempted pinfall by Funk Dr. Brownstone. El Nemo, pound for pound, one of our best creations on this roster. In fact, hell, he's been responsible for a lot of those pinfalls throughout that 10-match win streak. Taco Dorito going for a pinfall on Funk Dr. Brownstone. Interesting story about the creation of Taco Dorito. It was during that time when, or should I say, during that period that we will not speak about on this channel. I was fiending for some Taco Doritos, and I got mad that there wasn't a 24-hour Walmart open. So I created it. interesting reason to create a character named Taco Dorito. But his homeboy El Nemo focusing in on Mitch Bay and hits him with a drop kick and now a DDT. As Simon, or the AI, which is Simon, looks a tad bit confused, but a sling blade on Taco and follows up with a drop kick as Vandy Sky from Unique Thread was putting the beat down on Dr. Brownstone. El Nemo still going to town on Mitch Bay. And now he looked like he was about to do a running move. But instead he goes up to try to break up the pinfall attempt, and he does find one to break up. But I think he's giving Mitch Bay a tad bit too much time to recover from their matchup, as this has turned into absolute chaos. Bodies flying, flipping everywhere. Moves being executed. And AI has decided to turn this one into 2 triple threat matchups. Look at all that humanity in one place at one time, and I think somebody is spilling spaghetti sauce. Who is it? The screen went red, so that means somebody's bleeding from the head. Taco going to town on Mitch Bay as Funk Doctor Sinister with the cutter on Vandy Sky. This one is a little bit too much to keep my eye on everybody at one time. Let me get a better positioning in this one. Pinfall attempt by El Nemo went awry as Funk Dr. Brownstone kicks out in the left-hand corner. And now both members of the Funky OG staring up at Planet Sirius B. And Unique Threads is in control by beating down both of the champions. Who in the hell is going to win this one? Help us out with the engagement by joining in on the polls. At this point, it's a 100% in favor of the champs retaining, as Taco did not complete the pinfall. And El Nemo looks to be working his way back to Mitch Bay. Taco Dorito with a float over stunner. Where's the ref? How did he see that to make that pinfall? I'm telling you, once again, if you're even thinking about buying 25, man, I got some swampland to sell you in Alaska. As it was a double pinfall, who is the computer gonna give the win to?
Here are your winners, and still Alliance Zone Tag Team Champions, the Misfits.
By the skin of their teeth, the champions retain that one, as it was a double pinfall. And the champs come out on top. My goodness, that wouldn't even surprise me with that. I thought the Funky OGs had it for show. Anyhow, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Whoop Ass Wednesday. Champions rise, contenders emerge. And set your bell notifications for our next week's episode of Whoop Ass Wednesday. And in the words of the great brother Love, I love you, and I will see you next week, party people. Peace. Vic Vega, and thank you for tuning in to this episode of Whoop Ass Wednesday. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for the sub count jump, you know what I'm saying, that I received from our recent subscribers. And remember, we are the home where every view is viral because we are not entitled to your viewership, but when you give it to us, it is greatly appreciated. And before we get up out of here, we gonna hear some words from my homeboy, Gary Z. Take it away, Gary.
In the tapestry of life, it's the unique threads that make the most captivating picture.
Vic Vega from Vic Vega's Game Station, and this is Whoop Ass Wednesday, and we will see you our next live stream party, people. Peace.